Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. LeBrownies blames never sacrifice. J.A. Adande breaks one of the biggest myths about LeBrownie blames. LeBrownies will figure it out. He's one of the smartest players in the history of the game. A lot of difficult situations were explained with a sentence like this. No surprise. It's what most people said about Westbrook joining the Lakers. Russ is obviously a horribly fit next to LeBrownies and Cottonelle. But if anyone can figure it out, it's LBJ. Here's a dirty little secret. The question is, does LeBrownies want to sacrifice? The track fact record so far says no. LeBrownies never change. With every superstar comes myth making, stories of the incredible lengths they go to just to marginally improve. LeBrownie's been attentive to his basketball IQ reputation, throwing out stories and anecdotes to fortify his reputation. One of those, for instance, is that every time he gets a new teammate, James says he goes on 2K to see what it's like to play with the guy, or that he studies hours of film to see how each teammate likes to be passed to, off the floor or a bullet through the air. Where do they like the seams on the ball to be when the pass arrives? Wow, what a brilliant basketball player. All that may be true, but the real trick comes after. Just like in Inception, you plant a simple idea that will grow into a concept. If LeBrownies is that smart, he must have successfully incorporated every teammate. Well, the answer with Westbrook is simple. The only way he is to be a meaningful contributor on the court is with the ball in his hands. Westbrook barely moves without the ball and is a lousy shooter at best. Without the ball, he just stands there and his defender can play free safety. Now, this is what J.A. Adande said on the Bill Simmons podcast. The whole key is whether or not LeBrownies is ready to say, here, you take it. When LeBrownies went to Miami, everyone talked about, you gotta sacrifice. LeBrownies never sacrifice. LeBrownies goes to Miami, Bosh and Wade see their usage rate go down. LeBrownies stayed the same. LeBrownies goes back to Cleveland. Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving's usage rate goes down. LeBrownies stays the same. He's a brilliant basketball mind, but he never used his brilliance to change his game and role. He uses it to help you change yours. There's the best version of yourself to be the best possible LeBrownies sidekick. And Blames will adapt to help you excel in that role, but he never really sacrificed to help someone be the best version of themselves. It's always been about being the best version that complements him. It's not likely he will do what's best for Westbrook, put the ball in his hands. While that may be the best version of Westbrook, that's not optimal for playing next to LeBrownies. But if he can't shoot and just stands around, what needs to change? Well, it's not likely Russ can magically learn how to shoot overnight, but running is in his arsenal. Here's a stat for you. Russell Westbrook's career record for screens set in a game is 7. When did he set that record? A few days ago in a purple and gold jersey. The same way LeBrownies needed Kevin Love to become the NBA's most overqualified rebounder and corner three specialist, he needs Westbrook to become the NBA's most overqualified screen setter and slasher. If that happens, I guess the few horrible shots Westbrook is bound to take each game will be worth it. If not, he'll be the highest paid guy standing in the corner in the NBA history. LeBrownies will give Westbrook every chance to become a better basketball player. The question is, can Russ take the ego hit? P.S. If you missed it, Brody is the highest paid player on the Lakers. Quite a price tag for a screen setter. This is what we've been saying for all this time. J.A. Adande, If I knew where you stayed, I would send you a bottle right now. This is what I'm talking about. See, you guys think we're hating. You guys think we're haters. You guys think we're just throwing stuff out there that hopes it sticks to the wall, but it shows you again. What is LeBrownies? He is so smart, right? He's very smart, right? If he is so smart, why do the players around him get worse? If you're a superstar, you get worse. If you're a role player, you practically stay the same. Now, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant would fit with this team way better than LeBron James, and this is why. Kobe plays off the ball. He would want Russell Westbrook to play his game. Russell would be 100 miles per hour running. Kobe would learn how to play besides that, and he would play the game how it's supposed to play. He would, of course, take the game over when it was time. Westbrook will just have to get him to the fourth quarter. That's when Kobe's going to take over. LeBrownies, on the other hand, he does the same thing that Westbrook does. They both need the ball in their hand. Now, people will go back and say, well, Kyrie has the ball in his hand. No, Kyrie can play with or without the ball. This is why he's better than Damian Lillard and should have been in the top 75 over a Damian Lillard. Now, both of them aren't in my top 75, but hey, if you got Kyrie in there, that's cool. But see, this is the thing I'm saying. LeBrownies does the same thing. He makes his teammates worse. They don't get better, they get worse. And this is the problem. You guys keep saying we're hating, that we don't like him. We're hating. We don't know what we're talking about. We don't know basketball. Well, how come right here a guy who is J.A. Adande, a journalist who actually sits back and watches the game, point all the stuff out that I've been saying? I've been telling you, LeBrownie fans, that the chickens are coming home to roost. When he retires, he is going to get exposed. You're going to have teammates come out and say how terrible of a guy this man was, how terrible of a teammate he was, how terrible at playing the passing lane he was, or playing defense. The guy is over freaking rated. He's not a top 100 player, and I stick by it. Now, if we're talking about stats, then hell yeah, he's in the top 5, if not the best. If we're talking talent-wise, yeah, he's in probably the top 5. But pure basketball skill, pure being a basketball player, pure I can put him in any system or put him on any team, he'll flourish. He'll flourish, but everybody else will suck. So that is why he is not in my top 100 as a basketball player. He's terrible. The guy's terrible, man. And you guys keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe, and it just gets old and old after a while. But hey, who can blame you? Who can blame you at all? Can't blame you. But this goes to show you the usage rates of the players. Every time a player is around, everyone says how the supporting cast player is trash and how he carries them. How? How does he carry them when their usage rate is down? Not only that, how does he carry them when they barely have the ball in their hand? It's the facts. LeBrownies run high pick and roll or gets another pick and roll, passes the ball. If the lane gets clogged, he passes it to the corner. That's all he does. He's great at making himself better, but he's not great at making others better. And this is why he continues to fail. That's why he continues to fail. It is what it is. Or it is what it ain't. But Let me know in the comment section what you think. I give a round of applause to Adande for calling out the bullshit. Thank you, sir. Because we've been saying this about this man for years. And you guys continue to say that we're haters when we're not. We're pointing out the obvious. The guy cannot play defense. The guy is a terrible overall basketball player. And it continues to show. Okay, so thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we are out. Deezy.